And once again, Kai Heru Rama is Vice President of the Divine Holistic Health Association and founder of the Holistic Health Awareness Team, which is a group of naturopathic doctors and holistic physicians specializing in a variety of holistic services, products, and modalities, predominantly meridian therapy, topology, also known as MTT, or acupuncture without needles. So I want to welcome to the African History Network show, Kai Heru Rama. How you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing very well. How about yourself, sir?
Oh, I'm all right, man. I'm all right, just busy. Trying to, first I thought a couple hours ago, I was thinking the day was Thursday because we broadcast on Thursday also, but now it's Monday.
Right,
I was looking forward to your event coming up this Saturday, man.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to have to wait a few days. Okay. So now for those that may not be familiar, why don't you let us know? I talked about it briefly, but tapology. A lot of people, this is the first time that they're hearing about it tonight. And why don't you tell people, what tapology is and why is it beneficial?
It's kind of ironic that people are hearing about this for the first time because, we started this, like most everything else, back in Kemet, thousands of years ago. I mean, I've seen information going back as far as 5,000 BC, which is a long, long time ago. So this is something that's in our DNA. We've been doing this for many, many years. And basically, tapology is acupuncture without the needles. That's probably the best way to describe it. So you don't have to have the invasion of, the needles in the skin, but you get the same result as if you were getting acupuncture. We use the same meridian lines, the same acupuncture points, and it's extremely beneficial because, a lot of people don't know the statistic, but 80 to 87% of all disease is emotionally based. So when you have 80 to 87% of all disease is emotionally based, you really can't go to aspirin and Tylenol and cough syrup to heal things or to balance things that have an emotional origin or consciousness origin. So with the tapology,
because you aren't getting to the root, of the problem. You're just addressing a symptom of the problem.
Exactly. And allopathic medicine, it has its place, but as it relates to disease and ailments and illnesses, a lot of times, we're just really toxifying our liver with all of the medications that we're taking because if you're not going to the causation or the causal realm, you might even get rid of the symptom. But guess what? It's going to pop back up because you haven't gotten to the origin of the matter. So tapology is extremely beneficial because with that you can get to the origin of many, many matters of illnesses, and diseases.
Okay, excellent. Now, why don't you tell people, for those that may not be familiar with it, why don't you tell people what your background is and what your credentials are also?
Well, went to Wayne State University, also got with a very genius instructor, chiropractor by trade by the name of Dr. Michael Vincent. He hails from Flint, Michigan. He has the Michael Vincent School of Tapology, and went through that program there. Also worked with many fine naturopathic doctors in and around the city. One in point is Dr. Robert Carter, a brilliant naturopath who's very, very good in his own right. Also have worked very closely with Dr. Witherspoon, Keeper Lorraine Witherspoon, also with Dr. Shea in Atlanta. So I've been actually in the holistic field for about 22 years, but only been into the tapping for the last going on 4 years. And the tapology was really the icing on the cake because I'd done the nutritional side, some of the herbal side, really heavy into the physical fitness side. And so when we got into the causal realm or the tapology, that really was the missing ingredient to make me more of a complete holistic practitioner.
Okay, excellent. Now, when you talk about 80 to 87% of all diseases are emotionally based, okay? Now, explain what you mean by that. Why don't you break down what emotions are and then how are these emotions causing these diseases? And one of the reasons why I think it's really important for us to discuss this is because you hear about, say you have a child and their mother is strung out on drugs, and she's in rehab or something like that. Well, they say the child is acting out in school because they're having emotional problems dealing with the drug problem that the mother is having. Okay, and so what? So explain to us what does that mean by emotionally based, and what are emotions?
Well, when I say that 80 to 87% of disease is emotionally based, keep in mind that the great Dr. Delbert Blair always says we are a combination of what we eat, drink, and think. Mostly what we think. Also keep in mind that the mind is 88% subconscious and 12% conscious. So it's not necessarily what we're thinking in our conscious mind, more so than what's going on in our subconscious mind. And every organ in the body carries a corresponding consciousness or emotion, you see. So when we have these emotions that come into our aura or our auric field, those emotions have to reside somewhere, be it the kidneys, be it the liver, the lungs. And if you allow those negative, low-vibration emotions, such as grief, anger, sadness, depression, if you don't rid your auric field or those organs of those low-vibration emotions or consciousness, it sets up a dis-ease. And that's really the way you pronounce the word, not disease, because once you remove the dis-ease, your body is back at ease. Or when you remove the imbalance, the body's back imbalanced. So what we have to do is we go into the organs to find out what low-vibration emotions or consciousness is residing there, and once we find out where it is and what it is, we can tap it out. So you got to keep in mind this is an inside job. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about what's going on in the physical, more so than what's going on in the mental and even the spiritual aspects of the whole man.
Okay, excellent. So, and then these, now when you talk about emotions and emotions causing various diseases, are there certain emotions that we need to watch out for more so than other negative emotions, or that can cause certain emotions we need to try to keep in check to keep the diseases from occurring, or how does that work?
That's an excellent question, Michael. See it this way. If there's any swimmers that's listening to the program today, they know the term dog pedaling. I'm not a swimmer, but I've seen people do it. When you dog pedal, you don't drown, but you don't go anywhere. You just kind of stay in place and float. Well, keep in mind this. Every word, every emotion carries what you call a vibrational measurement. Any vibrational measurement below 200 hertz is death and destruction to the human body. But any
say that again. Let's break that down slowly. Say that again.
Any vibrational measurement, that's below 200 hertz, which is the measurement of vibration, it is going to be very detrimental to the human body, such as grief, anger, resentment. They're all below 200 hertz. And if you continue to
the different emotions operate on a frequency.
Oh, definitely, without question. Without question. And if you continue to have those low vibration frequencies, these frequencies have to live somewhere. It's like if a person from out of the country come to this country, the first thing they need to find is residence, because they can't just be out in the street. So when these emotions come to you, they've got to go somewhere, that energy of the emotion. So those low vibration emotions, when they come into the body and set up in the organs, it automatically causes those organs to be compromised. However, so that way, in answer to your question, you want to stay away from all low vibration emotions. It's all right to get mad, but you can't stay mad. It's all right to be sad, but you can't stay sad. You see what I'm saying? Once Don't
wallow in your self-pity and all of that.
Not. Exactly. So once you find out what's going on, get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? And you want to move to the higher vibrations, like love. That's like a 535 hertz measurement. Joy is at 540. Tranquility is up around 600-700. Enlightenment over 1,000. And these are the kind of vibrations that you want to concentrate on, because a body that carries those kind of vibrations on a consistent basis can't have disease in it. It's impossible.